Doing a short live, really quick. I just got this new little tripod thing, so I'm just kind of trying it out here. Seeing how I'm gonna do it. Of course, I didn't prepare for how I'm gonna do it at all. Anyway, I guess we're just gonna do this right here. We'll just, got some of these hides here that have dried a little bit too much. It's all good. The oil will rehydrate them. But it'll also aid in helping them get softer. So I'm just going through here, putting some oil on after a long damn day of work. Just gonna do a short live here. It ain't gonna be nothing long. I'm just throwing one in real quick. But I'll oil these hides a couple times like this before I throw them in the tumbler. So these hides have been tanned, and I oiled them last night for the first time, and they've been hanging up, soaking this crap up all day, and now they're getting their second oiling. I'll soak this up, and then they'll go into the tumbler. Then they're gonna be soft. I would normally tumble them right after the first oiling, but sometimes going to work kind of gets in the way of that. Throws me off. Yeah, what's good, y'all? Y'all showing up now. I was thinking, yeah, it's Tim. Let me do it like this. Yeah. Little muskrat right here. Mullen, what are you working on today? So I got the, what's up, man? Welcome to the live stream. I got some hides that I oiled yesterday. They've been hanging up, soaking it up, and they're starting to dry. And I'm gonna throw another coat of oil on them, and then tomorrow I'm gonna throw them in the tumbler, and they're gonna get stupid soft. Yeah, I'm just gonna take and oil up every one of these, probably except for that fox. I don't think I'll need to oil it up. Yeah, this is their second coat of oil right here. And this oil is diluted with water, so it's a pretty thick oil that I get from Pro One Taxidermy. And I'm actually thinking about switching to Mackenzie's leather finishing oil just to try it out, see what it's all about. I got some deer hides to oil up after this. They hadn't dried up enough to take the oil, so I didn't do them last night. But they're dry enough today to take that oil. Man, what is up, y'all? We're working on these hides. But this oil, man, it just keeps those hides from getting super hard, man. You just oil the shit out of them, and they won't get real hard. You still gotta break them, but they won't get real hard on you. If you oil them a couple times, it might seem like well, you're just continuously getting it wet, but it don't matter. Like, it just takes a little time to do this type of work. Like, might seem like it's just gonna take longer to get it done, but that's just part of it. You just gotta do it. But with fur like this, I mean, two oil applications like this should do the trick. Should do the trick for you. And I'm just hanging them up and drying. Like, I ain't broke this at all, and it's already, a lot of people would be happy with that. And I ain't broke these at all. And they're drying on me. You see how they're dry? Ain't nothing been done to these things. They're already, acting like they'll be soft if I just let them fully dry. It's just because of all that oil in them. Basically, somewhat replacing the natural oils that are in the skin. When you harvest the animal. Because if you don't, they've been exposed to salt in every step of the process. So, they are dried out. and that's why they get so dry and hard if you don't add oil. I'm just stressing oil because if you're gonna tan a hide, you need to put oil on it. Especially if you go through my videos and see, you know, the steps that I take to tan a hide. I mean, they're in salt baths like crazy, and there's salt in the pickle, salt in the degreaser, salt in everything, man. So they dehydrate, man, it's a lot. Whenever you take them out to dry. Just getting a thorough layer of oil up on these dudes. On these dudes right here. Because, yeah, if you want to make leather, like real leather out of this stuff, oiling them up does this a trick, man. Like, even brain tan skins, you know, the brain's made of emulsified fat and just a bunch of different oils. It's like natural oils, and that's what aids in the softening of a brain tan hide. It's one of the reasons why they get so soft. So if you're not gonna brain tan, get some oils. Get some good oil from a taxidermy supply store. Get them online. Appreciate y'all watching, man. If y'all like what you see, if you like the type of work I do, please hit that like button, man, and just double tap your screen real quick for me, man. It goes a long ways with me on these lives. I'm trying to just teach this type of information and this type of skill because it's good to know. Good stuff to know. And if you really like it, hit the freaking subscribe button for me. I'm so close to getting monetized, it's not even funny. So that'd be kind of interesting to see what that looks like. But one coat of oil ain't enough. I'm telling you. It's enough to get started, but it ain't gonna be enough to finish it or to make it good. Definitely gotta add two, at least two. You can go, especially with a raccoon like this. You can even add along the backs here. You can add 3 coats of oil on them. You know, you add a coat, let it dry, and then put another one on there. But don't let it dry all the way. I'll say that. Don't let it dry all the way. What old mink? No, I did oil some minks, but I got some raccoons right now. These ain't been broke or nothing. They're tanned. I've oiled them once yesterday, and I'm oiling them the second time now. The bottoms ain't really dry, but like the bellies, you really ain't gotta worry about putting 2 coats of oil on them. But them backs, so along the back, you really need it. I go ahead and just play it safe. I just get as much oil on this thing as I can. Especially along this back. That's what's, anywhere where the leather's thicker at, that's where it's going to try to get real hard on you. If you've ever tanned a fox hide, you'll know that it's not really hard to get those soft because the leather's so thin. It's just less skin you got to break. But anytime you get like the big old coon, you gotta oil the crap out of that thick skin. Like along the back legs, yeah. Get you a bunch of oil there. Yeah, it's gonna soak up in there. It's gonna get in there. Hang this up real quick. Let's see what y'all saying. 114 on here. Oh yeah, 114 people, 4 likes. Yeah, old Scott Byler gonna he's trying to keep y'all in check. Hit that like button. Put cardboard down for this beaver because I don't want oil getting all over the fur. Like I said, these things ain't been softened yet at all or nothing. Oh no. They haven't been softened yet or anything. I'm just getting oil in the skin. Making sure that they're getting nice and oiled up before I try to start breaking them. So I just let that oil, like on the neck and the face, I let it soak up a little bit. And then I'll put some more on there. That's where it's thickest at. All right, put this back on. we got some deer to do now. We're gonna have to just do them on the floor because they're kind of big. Oh, let me get this thing right. Make sure this is charging. Okay. All right. So these deer, I got 3 deer to do tonight. They ain't been oiled at all. They were too wet last night. So they've kind of dried up more than I'd like for them to, that's for sure. But it'll be alright. I'm just gonna get the first coat on there. Kind of get this thing spread open a little bit so I can get it all over the place. Oh yeah, it definitely dried out a little bit more than I'd like, but it'll rehydrate with this. I just put a pretty good amount of oil on deer hide. Splash some on there. Get this spreading it around. It ain't all the way dry, so it'll still soak it up. Can you see my chat? Yeah. Let me see. Oh, is that a groundhog? Earlier, no, that was a small beaver. Sorry. Yeah, that was a very small beaver. Kind of let this freaking deer hide dry up more than I'd like to. But we'll see if this oil can't kind of bring it back a little bit. Put it everywhere. I had it sitting on top of a freaking deep freezer. I'd have to rehydrate this deer hide. I don't know. Parts of it got pretty dry. I don't like that. But yeah, I don't like how dry this freaking deer hide got. But hopefully this oil, I'll just keep on adding it to it, and hopefully it'll bring it back quite a bit. We'll see. I'm just gonna drag it out of the way, leave it on the ground. I'm gonna put it on that hide. It's a leather conditioning oil from Pro One Taxidermy Supply. So these hides are tanned. They've been hanging on a string, as you can tell. But yeah, we're putting some leather conditioning oil on here to help aid in the softening process. We gotta get this stuff on here. Don't want to let them get too dry. I mean, it happens. It just happened to me. But you know, it is what it is. You gotta go to work and stuff like that. Can't always be there. I normally would put oil on them right before they fully dry. Yo, what's up? It shouldn't take long, and this oil will start hydrating these hides that are where they're too dry at. It should start hydrating them back, bringing them back to life a little bit. hang this one back up. Here's the last one to oil that I have here today. It's like, we just oiled like 18 hides, and I got a hide I gotta pull out of the small tanning bath that I made for it. Probably what I'm gonna do, since I can't be right here with these hides tomorrow, probably gonna let these things soak up for a few hours, and then I'm just gonna roll them up and put them in trash bags so they can't dry out anymore. Because if they get too dry, then you're not gonna be able to soften them like you want to. So that's what we're gonna do. Tanning, we're oiling some hides that we oiled yesterday, but we're putting the second coat on them. There's raccoons, minks, beavers, fox, and got these, this is the third deer right here. Got a bobcat to take out of the tanning bath. And yeah, I don't know, we might do a couple things. If I can get woke up a little bit, get some energy, I'll do a few things. I might just do it anyway, even if I don't. Sorry guys, hold on, I'm about to be back in the frame. We're about to do something else. I'm just gonna finish this part of this deer hide that's not in the frame real quick. My apologies. Alright. I'll hang this guy back up. Let's do something else, shall we? Let's see here. I don't know if y'all watched last night, but we tanned a bobcat. That bobcat is tan now, but I use a submersible tan, and it's an acidic solution. So we have to neutralize it now. Normally you'd pickle a hide, make a separate neutralizing bath, and then you would tan it with like a paint on tan. I lost my mind there for a minute. But with this one, you pickle it, drain it, weigh it. For every pound of drained skin, you add an ounce of Permatan 2000. I get that from Trubon Taxidermy. And a pound of salt for every gallon of water. All right, so I want to show y'all. So what's going to happen here is it's just a little chemical reaction. No big deal. Don't breathe in the fumes if you ever decide to do this, but I'll just dump a little bit of this in there. And then we'll stir it up a little bit. Well, heck, if you don't do it, that'll be the first time. It's never not. Most of the time it foams up like real big. Maybe. Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. I'm about to say, can you hear it? So that's that baking soda reacting with the acidity that's in that solution, and it's taking it down to alkaline now. And so you want to get plenty in there to ensure that it is not acidic anymore, because as is, it's running about a 1.5 to a 2 on the pH. And so we just want to stir it in there real good. I'm using a board anyway, and so that's good right there. We'll just let it sit for about 30 minutes. On to the next thing to do. I ain't got a whole lot today. I mean, these 18 hides are just old, and then taking that out of the tan, I'll drain it. These two hides here, they look pretty rough. That's a bobcat. I'm sorry, bobcat and a red fox somebody wanted me to do, so got them fleshed and salted. So what we're gonna do now is a little degreasing action. Water. Let me see here. I'll be right back. Little Dawn dish soap. Stick it in there. do it. Alright, so in this stage, I mean, these things have been fleshed, they've been salted, and you know, they're pretty stiff, whatever. So that salt's gonna pull out a lot of grease in the skin. It's gonna just have a bunch of impurities all in it. So you don't want that no more. You put them in the degreaser, and it's freaking cold out here. I don't really feel like getting my hands all up in that. Get them in that degreaser, agitate them a little bit, make sure that your degreaser is working and doing what it should. Motherfucker, that's wild. Look at that. Anyway, man, that's crazy. Don't use a funnel because it'll just splatter all over you. But just get it all mixed up in there good and let it soak for about 30 minutes. And then whenever it's done, we'll just rinse it all off and call it a freaking day. Yeah, we learned about tanning hides, y'all. We learned about tanning some hides. So we got our hides, we're just kind of agitating them a little bit before we let them sit. This little board, man, like, it's so simple, but it works. It just does a good job in a lot of different stuff. So I'm just spinning it around, making sure that degreaser can kind of work it. Work its magic. And the reason why we want to do that now is because these hides, once they get out of the degreaser and the that Dawn dish soap is thoroughly rinsed off of them, they're going to go into a pickle bath. And there they will remain for 3 days. And you know, all that grease and dirt, blood, yada yada, all that can fluctuate the pH of the pickle bath, which is right here. And we got 2 bear hides in here right now. This is their 2nd day of being in here. You can see them. There they are. 2 bear hides. So I'm just agitating it right now. You want to agitate these hides as much as you possibly can, because anywhere that the skin folds on it, it's not gonna penetrate very well. I ain't got no skin exposed, so we're all good. Heck yeah, we'll be on live for about 51 minutes, almost an hour. Almost an hour. I didn't even honestly think that I would be doing an hour-long live. I thought it would be much shorter than that. So it's 5:05 here where I'm at. So 5:30, I'll pull these out. Got 1 tanning. I got 2 degreasing. 18 hides here oiling up. So we got some things going on. This deer hide right here got a little drier, as you can see around the edges. That's where the skin is thinner. I mean, if I have to, I'll have to freaking completely rehydrate that thing, but hopefully not. So that's all that we just oiled up right there. Right. I got this hog skull getting cleaned. I ain't gonna flip it over, but it was super nasty when it was brought to me. But I'm getting it cleaned up. So y'all, pretty much what I'm gonna do is just let these hides soak up for like a couple hours. That way the excess oil is not really on them. And then I'm just gonna bag them up for the night and tomorrow so that they don't get too dry on me. Because I've got a fur tumbler and I don't want to throw them in there when they're too hard, you know, too dry. I want a little bit of moisture in them when I first put them in there, just to help me get it started and start relaxing those fibers. Yeah, so that's the plan. Right now I'm just waiting. I ain't really got nothing to do. So a couple hours, take all these hides, deer hides included, roll them up, stick them in a trash bag, let them just continue to soak up that oil and give that oil a chance to really penetrate that skin. 45 minutes, pull that bobcat out of the tan. I'm just gonna hang it up, let it drain, and then tomorrow I'll oil it because it's tan now. It's just neutralizing right now. And the reason why we neutralize the hide is because when they're super acidic, the skin's real puffy, and over time, an acidic tanned like skin will deteriorate over time. So I don't want to run into that. I haven't experienced it, but through all the research that I've looked into, that's what they say. So I'm good with it. And if you're doing a paint on tan, you want to neutralize it after a pickle bath, because if you try to brush on a paint on tan to an acidic skin, you'll have something called surface tan. So where it'll tan on the outside and then it won't allow it to penetrate any deeper. So that's bull crap. You don't want that. Yo, what's up, Noah Norris? Yep. Yeah, when that fox and that bobcat come out of the degreaser, I'll rinse them off, throw them in the pickle. So pretty much all I got to do today. I mean, once all this time frame's up with these hides and those out there soaking, that's just pretty much it. Pretty much a slow day, but I got enough to just kind of keep it going. So sometimes that's all you got to do. Like, this is a batch of hides for me. Do you have any beaver pelt? I do. I'm working on a little one right now. Let's see. There he is, right there. Man, let me get my finger right. Bam! There he is. Yeah. Just oiled him up. He's tanned. But no, I don't have any. Well, you know what? I got one I did a long time ago, and it ain't really worth a crap, but I'll show it to you. Yeah, this one ain't no bueno. This is like one of the first dried skins I ever tried to tan, and there's a lot of fat burn in it and all that. I mean, some parts are like, pretty decent, but this is one of the ones that I learned on. I have a record beaver. Heck yeah. Well, I'd like to have a record beaver. See, here's a huge spot right here. Like, I bought this hide, the trapper, the one who trapped it, fleshed it and hung it up to dry. But he didn't get all the fat off in this spot right here. And at the time, I didn't know how to hydrate that. I didn't know what to do, so it just remained hard. So if you're hanging fur and everything, make sure you get all the fat off. Like that right there, that's fat burn. It never rehydrated. It's a pain in the butt to work through. But all of these had fat burn. I know how to do it now. But yeah, every one of these had fat burn on them. Like especially this otter. This is a bigger otter. And he had fat burn on him. He looked awful. And I ain't even broke this thing yet. I've just been putting oil on it for a couple days. But you can see how white and pretty he is. So he's gonna soften up. He's gonna turn into leather now. There ain't no going back. Ain't no going back for this old boy. He's gonna be soft and supple. Ain't even broken yet. So I'm getting there. It takes up a whole wooden pallet. Dang, dude. That's a big old bear. How much did he weigh? Do you source your hides or or you hunt all of that? I hunt. I mean, I get my own hides if I harvest an animal, or if I find something on the side of the road that's fresh, I'll keep it. But most of this stuff, like all this right here, people have brought to me for me to tan, so I get paid for providing a tan service. How did you drop it? What do you mean? How did I drop it? What you talking about? 102 pounds, dude. I can't even imagine. I'll tell you, I bet that beaver has some thick skin on him. Thick skin on him. Let's see if we can do something. I ain't got nothing to do with hides right now. I'm just waiting on a couple things, but let's see. Man, where in the hell? £102 beaver. Sweet. How did you drop it? What do you mean drop it? Yeah, I don't know what you mean. How did I drop the otter? That was a big mink right there. But I don't know what you mean by how did I drop it. I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit. Like I put a bunch of oil on it to keep it from rusting, but sometimes it does anyway. So I turn it on and just put a little sandpaper on it. Meant to say how did you drop it? I don't know what you mean though. Like how did you drop the otter? What do you mean drop? I fish, but I've never been hunting. The art of tanning and using the animal always intrigued me. Thank you for showing this. Not a problem. Hey, you ought to. It's never too late, You can do like I do and just find roadkill and tan it. Try to. Whatever, learn that way. You ain't even got to go hunt. Just find on the side of the road. Two, the otter. I don't know what you're talking about, Noah Norris. I don't know what you're talking about. Explain to me how did you drop the otter? Like, what does that even mean? I didn't even drop it, so I don't know what you're talking about. What is drop? I don't know what you're talking about, dude. How did I drop the otter? I don't know what you're talking about. Like, no idea. I get you talking about that mink I was just holding, but I never dropped it. So I don't know what you're freaking talking about, dude. Oh, man. I can't wait to find out. Let's say, how did you trap the otter? Oh, wonderful, man. I was like, man, I don't know what he's talking about, but I didn't trap it. I had a customer bring it to me. I don't know how they trapped it. Heck yeah, nice and clean. I'll tell you what, we'll work on this blade a little bit. So these are like tungsten steel freaking sharpening needles. Just to sharpen the lip of this blade here. You have to be careful using these things because everything's full of salt, so everything wants to rust. So like, I use oil, put oil on everything, but it'll still rust though. But if you don't put any oil on it, it's screwed. Well, this is a cheap ass blade right here. Trap the otter. Trap. Now I get it. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, did you ever have any deer antlers? Yeah, I mean, I come across them from time to time. Man, this, I'm gonna have to buy another blade, man. This thing is ate up. Yep. That blade's ate up. Put a little oil on it anyway. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna have to end the live because pretty much I ain't got nothing to talk about or do. I'm too tired. I'm freaking wore out, man. Today's a pretty light day on hides. I just finished like 56 hides, man. So I'm freaking tan 56 of them. So I'm freaking over it, dude. Just for now. I always got more to tan, obviously, but guys, I just want to do a quick live real quick just to holler at all y'all and just show you what I'm doing today. So let's see. I want to say I'll probably do one tomorrow. Probably be a short one. Anyway, man, y'all have a good day, night, whatever y'all got going on. Be safe. God bless you. If you like what I'm doing, please like the video real quick. Just bam, bam. And if you want to see more of it, subscribe. Hit the little bell button. Get notified when I'm doing a live. And y'all can just kind of come along and, come along to see what I got going on. So appreciate y'all. Thank y'all in the chat for talking to me. I enjoy that. Anyway, y'all be good. Later.